When I can remember growing up, man, my granddad always telling me that the game never changes, but the hustle does. The game never changes, but the hustle does, including the hustles involved in the game. I say that to say this. You know, it's always been something. There's always been a hustle out there. Going back to the beginning of civilization, there's always been a way to hustle, you know. And I think that it's time that we start realizing, old heads like me, and I'm talking to the people that are probably 35 and up, or in their 40s like me, whatever the case may be. The hustle has changed, but the game is still the same. You know, back then when we was hustling on the streets or whatever you were doing, not incriminating nobody, but you know, we had certain things that we would hustle based on the needs at the time. You know, whatever people were doing, what people are into, we figured out a way to get involved. We figured out a way to make some money, get in the game and get out. But back then, most of the stuff we were doing was illegal for the most part. But we figured out what people wanted. We figured out what people were addicted to. And if you think about it nowadays, the biggest drug in the world is social media. Social media is the new crack. I mean, literally, it is the new crack. And you have to decide for yourself, either you're gonna use crack or you're gonna sell crack. You're gonna use social media or you're gonna hustle social media. So I'm just telling you old heads out there like me, stop using the social media. Stop being addicted like it's crack, man. I mean, if you think I'm lying, look around. Next time you go somewhere, restaurant, church, a football game, work, wherever you go, look around and see how many people had this phone in their hands, man. I mean, staring at it. You know, once you start realizing that it's crack, you start seeing people just fiending for it. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't talking about kids. I ain't talking about like teenagers. I'm talking about grown ass adults fiending for their phone, fiending for Facebook, fiending for Instagram, fiending for Twitter, fiending for Pinterest, whatever it is, YouTube. They be fiending to try to see what's going on, what they're missing out on, you know, getting their daily, you know, or momentary, I'm trying to say, momentary fix of crack, of social media. So once I realized that, I realized, man, I got to stop using crack, man. But I could sell it, right? I could use social media in a whole different way, a way to hustle, a way to make some money. So I started taking things that I know, things about sales, things about investing, things about making money, and putting it in a way where I can get it out to the people, to help people, and to sell my knowledge, right? It's hustling. That's all it is hustling. But in order to hustle, what's the number one rule when you're hustling? Don't get high on your own supply, right? So check out the game, man. Put the pipe down, all right? Stop smoking crack, okay? Or you can sell it. You can sell crack or you can smoke crack. You know, whatever you want to do. But this social media, I'm telling you, is the biggest addiction out there, man. I'm telling you, it's only a matter of time before they classify social media like a class 1 drug. I mean, seriously. People are affecting their whole lives by social media, their whole entire life. They evolve around that. They don't work because they want to use social media. They don't eat because they want to use social media. They don't spend time with their families. They do whatever they can to try to get their fix. I'm telling y'all, social media is the new crack. So are you addicted? Are you selling crack or are you using crack? Hate to put it that way, but it's real.